Want to see one of the best usages of music in gaming? It's actually in Death Stranding. Basically, right at the beginning of the game, you've just gotten out of a cave you were hiding in after a tense and life-threatening chase, and you're continuing on your journey to the city. The music fades in and sounds as tired and drained as you are after what just happened. It almost primes you, in a way, for this greater journey you're about to go on, like a calm before the storm. It's perfect because it sets the tone. Like, the moment can of course be viewed in a number of different ways without the music, but the song choice grounds it in its original intention of the moment and the scene, like a movie almost. It makes a task as menial as walking to a mission objective feel like a pivotal moment. Now let's look at one of the worst usages of music in gaming.
I think I would rather be melted down into the marble floors of Jeff Bezos' money laundering mansion and stepped on every day like a fucking rug than listen to this shit again.
Okay, but on a serious note, a lot of game soundtracks nowadays are okay, I guess. But like half of these shits are the same track 40 times with a different instrument. Whoa.
Hold on, what if we changed the violin for the guitar? Oh my god, he did it again.
But the problem isn't always just the music itself. It's also the usage of the music, how you put it into play. A lot of games think of music as a wallpaper. You know, like really subtle nothing burger music that plays when you enter like a forest area in Ghost Recon or something. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same track literally all over the open world, unless you're in combat, so it's not even that specific. And they use this wallpaper method when the music can and should be a driving force. Or for a lot of games nowadays, the music is at its most pivotal when it is a menu theme, hub area background music, or the sad cutscene at the end of the game that will immediately go from violins to the most obnoxious synths you have ever heard in your life when the bad guy starts laughing. It's boring. It's boring. Hot take. And a lot of this music isn't even like good enough to carry the weight of being a wallpaper background. Like, it's doable. You can do that. You can have totally ambient music that is just as visceral and just as impactful as something that's part of a narrative moment. It's just gotta be good. Like in Elden Ring, this is the theme for Caelid.
I'm fucking scared just listening to it.
But once again, it sets the tone. It is the driving force for whatever emotion you feel in that area. Now here's the music for the final boss in Redfall, who is blocking the sun and you have to kill him. So this is like, you know, this is a big threat. It's a big scary dude. Okay, I take it back. Maybe there are some really fucking bad soundtracks. But again, like, why is it that the ambient theme from Elden Ring is more intimidating than your final boss's theme? Because one of the two gave a shit about their music. It really is sad that music is like on the back burner for a lot of these games. And it's confusing because the proof is in the pile of money. Almost every critically acclaimed game that's come out knows how to use music well to push their game forward. But these executives think the only fucking sense a human uses when playing a game is their eyesight. So they put 500,000 teraflops into reflecting light off a grain of sand using Unreal Shit Gen 7 and put a random orchestra in a room and tell them to play different variations of the same track 27 times. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm out here playing video games that look like they took Pixel Gun 3D assets, put them in a PowerPoint presentation, but the music sounds like God is getting head from a violin. So now I'm bawling my eyes out at a pile of pixels I just met. We don't need you, Unreal Engine. Even in film, it's like fact that if your sound design and music are shit, you're finito. If you want people to support your product, you put effort into all parts of it, but God, especially the music. Not to use Death Stranding again, but listen to this game's soundtrack. It is insane. It's like beyond something you'd see in a movie. Because this motherfucker Kojima knows that this is what gets the tone across. And when people understand the tone, they begin to feel things. And when people feel, they build a connection with my game and its world. Another example of someone giving a shit is Plague Tale. There's like an entire video on YouTube of the composer basically going through the narrative and story structure of how he came up with the music, all in order to fit the story beats and how characters were feeling in those specific story beats. It's insane.
Don't look.
And as the massacre happens, the theme is getting bigger and bigger.
We have to keep going.
He hurt you again.
I have no idea.
And it's like a fully rounded experience because of that, because he took that time. He looked at it like it was, oh, this is an important part of the process. This is a layer on this sandwich I cannot miss. I'm not gonna make a sandwich, put the bottom piece of bread on there, salami, cheese, lettuce, and not put the rest of the bread on. You need the music. That level of effort rarely happens anymore, I feel like. Playing most modern games nowadays is sad because all of the musical effort goes towards the menu theme. Motherfucker, I am not playing the menu. Assassin's Creed used to be like the epitome of god damn, every track is a banger. Now you open the game, oh shit, get hit with an orchestra performing on the verge of fucking tears with every instrument known to goddamn man just on the menu. Then you press play just to get a single violin strumming while the fucking main character's sister dies or something. Like where was all of that shit? Take these instruments, put them here, put them there, put them there. It's fucked. Everything's fucked. It's like where the least funding and effort is going. And it's not even on the composers. It's probably just like they're getting zero direction, zero funding. They're just like, hey, make a track for Assassin's Creed Mirage. It takes place in Baghdad and there's fighting. Thanks. A mod for Terraria has a better soundtrack than 90% of these games. I'm not lying. Like, listen to this shit. That's what's playing in the background right now. Bro, it was also my my most listened song on Spotify last year. it was a rough year, all right? But at the end of the day, I do truly believe that artists will continue to put in the amount of effort necessary and understand the importance of how a well-rounded experience in gaming and in media in general requires this. It requires an emphasis on the music. Like, I hope you guys understand the importance here, because like it sounds, I feel like it sounds like, oh, you know, it's just the music, it doesn't matter. Like when I think back on a game I'm playing, most people at least think back on a game they're playing, they're like, shit, I remembered when I got the headshot on the dude and I was spinning and no scope and his brain blews out. I don't remember what fucking musical motif was constructed behind this vehicular manslaughter, but to me at least, in the time that I have played, man, the music makes all of the difference. Because you can tell when they go the distance. You can tell when it's like, oh, real thought and effort and like artistry was put into this. Like, let's say Witcher 3, for example. Every single track in Witcher 3 sounds like it was something that would play inside the world. Like, it is made with the instruments there. It is done by vocalists in the style of like that medieval fantasy area. It's insane. Like, listen, I found this one literally last night. Listen to this.
Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted.
Let him know. Tell him. Okay. That's what I like to hear. But I feel like it is kind of a good thing that these bad games don't, because I feel you can tell, like, if the music is like Saints Row, for example, I don't think anybody listens to that. I didn't listen to that soundtrack. You can tell me right now, I'm pretty sure that recent Saints Row game had the worst soundtrack of all time. I'm pretty sure the music in that shit sounded like something out of Banjo-Kazooie. Actually, Banjo-Kazooie had good music. I'm not even gonna insult it with that. But I guarantee you, that game was bad, the music is probably worse. Because it's like, a clear vision includes sound. Hideo Kojima, clear vision of how he wanted that game to look, sound, feel. So the music was peak. Like a slightly unrelated example I want to give, and I'm not sure why, this is only my theory, on Doom, right? Doom Eternal, soundtrack on that, whew, crazy. Now I know Medieval Ages or Dark Ages isn't out yet, but the music they played in like the gameplay previews at least, it doesn't sound as good. It just sounds like normal metal. It doesn't sound like what Mick Gordon was doing. That guy was the GOAT. He understood, he created a clear vision on his own for it, which is, man, it is what it is. But hopefully the industry starts to turn in a direction where every art form and medium that goes into making a game is treated with just as much care and passion as everything else. And artists get more say in pushing what they're creating to its best potential, rather than it being at the behest of some fence-snorting executive somewhere. But thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what your guys' favorite video game soundtracks are. I'm very curious what everybody's into. All right, I'll catch you all in the next one. Videos every week, every Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Peace.